Well, we are still in the visitation from the Lord, and He also reminded me that, do you remember when I told you last year, January? He even mentioned it. He said it. Do you remember when I told you last year, January, that I'm raising remnant that are holy, that will be obedient of me, that hey will call fire from heaven come down, like they will be obedient and all this kind of thing. I posted this last year, January. I'm like, yes, I remember. And he said, I'm also going to raise young women and young men also for entertainment industry to take over. These young women and young men will rise up to take over in the entertainment industry. I want them to take over there. I want them to rule there. And he said in his words, this is how the wealth of the wickedness, the wealth of the wicked people is going to be transferred to the righteous one, because when you guys take over from every marketplace, business place, government, whatever, it's like God says was we need to occupy every area, every industry, every department. Like we need to occupy and take over. It was like that's how the wealth of the wicked is going to be transferred to you, because when you take over, you will take over the wealth. And while I'm still on that one of entertainment industry, where the young ones and when the young women and young men are going to take over, I say those who are at the top, they will be at the bottom, because the ones that I'm raising are going to take over, are going to rule. They are going to come up with the fire, everything, every brilliant idea, everything is going to give them wisdom, and like they are going to be wise like a shepherd, but hey, humble like that. But he's saying, I'm going to fill them with my spirit of wisdom. They are going to rely on me, and they will be humble. They will live a holy, pure life, and they will be obedient to me. So God wants us to take over, guys. Want us to occupy every department, every marketplace, every business. He's saying that's how the wealth of the wicked is going to be transferred to us. When we start to occupy these spaces, we start to occupy these businesses and all those kind of things, meaning we are going to take over. Meaning those who need to go and study in order for them to occupy the scientific industry, they need to go and study. Everyone that knows, guys, you need to do whatever it takes to be in that industry. But God is going to raise his people to take over. So that's another message that I forget to say when I made that first video, because I was so excited to meet my king, my Lord. So yeah, God wants us to take over, and you will see those people rising up and take over in every industry, in every department. So don't be surprised. I know most of you would like to demonize people when you see young men and young women in entertainment industry. They start to be vocal about Jesus Christ and voice out and not being ashamed of Christ. Just know it is one of those people that God is raising up. So don't silence them and say, what if they are not genuine and all this kind of thing. What I can say is that take it upon the Lord and ask if these people that are there in the entertainment industry, when they speak of you, of your love, and they are vocal, they are confessing, like they are professing Jesus Christ. Are they of you, or they are just lying? Just go there. So even with this dream, guys, even with this message, forgive me, because I'm a dreamer. I always say dreams. So even with this message, you can take it upon the Lord and ask that, is he really genuine of what she's saying? Did she hear from you that you are going to raise this remnant young women and young men that are going to serve you in every industry? Yes, you can take it upon the Lord. Feel free to ask him about this message. Sibo.